and welcome back to a new episode of Timeless Personal Growth and Development. This episode's going to be different. Going to be a tad bit different. I'm going to do something new to this channel. So, those of you who are new to this channel, I normally talk about mindset and how to optimize your mindset to improve your life. I'll talk about relationships, I'll talk about child development, your relationship with your children, but I'm going to dive into money a little bit. Now, I'm going to start doing more videos on money and that how it relates to your mindset and how your mindset affects the way you approach money, the way you spend money, how you earn money, how you think about money, the conditioning that we've gone through of how we think about money. And it all ties into your mindset. It all stems back from that. And it's just everything I talk about in this channel when it comes to your health, when it comes to your fitness, it comes to your relationship. It all ties down to your mindset. You need to fix this before you fix everything else on your external world. So I'm going to dive into money today. And I'm going to primarily be talking about living paycheck to paycheck. A lot of people do it, and I'm going to talk about how you can get yourself out of it and how a lot of people live paycheck to paycheck and kind of live that mindset and live that financial way of living for a very, very long time. And I think the misconception that people go through is that they think living to paycheck is the right way. It is not necessarily the right way, but it's like the way you were taught to approach money. Well, this is the way it is. I gotta live paycheck to paycheck. I gotta budget. I gotta, cut my expenses here. I gotta cut my expenses there. Oh, I can't afford this. I can't afford that. I gotta pay my monthly bills. I can't afford the things I want. Well, there's a lot of people in the world who live paycheck to paycheck, and there's a lot of people in the world that don't need to. So when I hear oh, you gotta budget hard, you gotta save money, you need to cut expenses to save money. No, you don't. You just need a better income. That's it. That's it. If you had a high income, I say high. I'll give you a number. I say about $100 grand a year. If you're making about $100 grand a year, but you're a minimalist, like you don't live a very extravagant life. You don't buy expensive things. You don't have an expensive car, expensive clothes. You buy the things we need. You stay kind of low key. So your expenses, you're never gonna have to worry about them. So if you want to buy extra stuff, you want to buy extra leisure things or go on leisure activities with the money that you make, and you're making $100 grand a year, and let's say you're living at home. Let's say you're single and you're living on your own and you're paying for your apartment for $1,500 a month, and let's say your Videotron's $100 a month. Credit card, let's say your credit card's $500 a month. Food, $100 a week. You add all these expenses up at the end of the month, and when it comes to your income, if you're making $100 grand a year, you're not going to have to worry about expenses ever. And all the extra money that you have left, you can do whatever you want with that money. If you're smart, you can invest. You can invest. But a lot of people find these dead-end jobs, end up getting themselves into these dead-end jobs, end up staying in those dead-end jobs for a very, very long time. And they accept the same paycheck over and over and over again. Your paycheck doesn't increase. It doesn't increase. And yeah, over time, you got an increase in pay by like $2, but with the inflation that's going on today, that increase in pay doesn't mean anything. It's nothing. It's worthless with the inflation. You don't need to live paycheck to paycheck. You don't have to. You're told to do that. You're told to, like, oh, well, put money away. You gotta save. You gotta save money. Saving money is pointless. Don't listen to that advice about saving money. If you're listening to someone's advice about saving money, you gotta save money. Well, look at the lifestyle they're living. Look at their lifestyle that you're living, and you ask yourself, would you trade places with them? Are they making good money? Is the money that they're saving, is it working for them? Is saving money with the money that you save, the money that you put away, if it's just sitting there in a bank, it's going to be worthless in 20 years with the inflation. It's going to be absolutely worthless. You want to invest your money. Put that money away so your money grows with the market. Saving, investing, two very different things. Forget about saving. You don't need to save. It's worthless. It's pointless. In 30 years, all that money you save is going to be worth nothing. It's trash. Start investing. And living paycheck to paycheck, it just becomes a routine cycle over and over and over and over again. And as you get older, especially if you have children, your expenses will increase, and you keep relying on that same paycheck that you've been getting the last 10, 15, 20 years. It's going to get stressful, and it's going to get tight. Very stressful. Well, I'm still making the same paycheck, and my expenses have increased over the last couple of years. Like, well, yeah, because you need to start making more income. I'm gonna make another video in the future about this, but I'm gonna talk about developing multiple streams of income. If you're relying on one income, and telling you in 2023, you should not be relying on one income. You should have at least three, minimum 3 streams of income. Because look, the pandemic there, the lockdowns, all that happened. People lost their jobs. People weren't getting paid. And if you're relying on that one paycheck, well, especially with those small businesses that shut down, if you're relying on that one paycheck, well, you're screwed. And you're relying on these government handouts for months and months on end. If you have multiple streams of income, especially income that you're making online, then you're not going to have to, you don't have to worry about another pandemic that happens and you get shut down and get locked down and you lose one stream of income. Well, it's okay, I got 2 more online. That's okay. I don't need to worry about it because I got other investments. I got other streams of income that's providing me money every month. So it's okay. Doesn't matter if they want to lock me down and I lose this job. Okay, that's fine. That's okay. You need to stop relying on one source of income, especially if it's a government income. You want to be able to maneuver. You want to be able to go back and forth. And if you're living paycheck to paycheck on that one source of income, well, you're not going to have a lot of room to move, especially when shit goes bad, when shit turns sideways. I'm telling you right now, that pandemic, it's going to happen again. We're going to have lockdowns. Oh, it's going to happen again. May not be now. Maybe not be in 5-10 years, but maybe in 30 years, 30, 40 years, it's going to happen again. And people are going to lose their jobs again. It's going to happen. And inflation is going to increase and increase and increase. And the value of what you think you have now is not going to be as valuable as it is in 30 years. It's not. And on that note, thank you so much for watching. Appreciate it. If you like this video, subscribe to Timeless Personal Growth and Development. I'll be doing more videos in terms of money, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you all in the next video. Have a good one.